Hey, Jean W. Hey, Patricia. Hey, everybody. Wow, you guys, shit was not lit at all. Oh, hi, guys. Melissa here to do a little, I don't know, chat session slash Q&A. You guys are welcome to pop your questions in the chat now. I am going to just chit chat first about, I don't know what, maybe this public school systems, whatever we feel like talking about. So let me just get this lit really quickly, clear the air, clear the space a little bit. How are you guys? How is your almost Thanksgiving going? Is it Thanksgiving Eve today? Is it Wednesday? Yeah. Do you guys have plans for Thanksgiving? Do you live by family? Are you guys here? Hello? Just let me get this going here really quickly. We're getting better at silence. Hey, Taylor. Happy Thanksgiving, honey. All right. Aw, sad. See? Don't work. No, I'm just kidding. Work. work. I'm not trying to shut the entire economy down, but kind of. As long as, I don't mind employers as long as they don't work people to death on holidays and things like that, and more than they want to or underappreciate them, you know what I mean? Hey, D-Dubs. Oh, thanks. I didn't even check. That's funny. I came in trying to, under the, I always come in feeling like I need to get down to business, guys. And I'm trying to just not do that today. So I didn't even check on that. So it's working, whatever I'm doing. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And we are going to do some live Q&A. So you're welcome to pop questions in. Other than that, I really didn't have a topic. I kind of wanted to discuss what I posted about the other day, just because I think sometimes when I post things, it gets like, I don't know what's the right word here. Well, first of all, it's just shit that people don't see, right? So some people do. I feel like it's pretty rare for people to see through things like I do. And sometimes I'm always curious when I talk about stuff, if my wounds or my damage is talking or my intuition, and it's hard to know when you've been damaged. Because I do happen to have, J-Dubs. I just saw that. Thank you, honey. I appreciate that. You're so sweet. Anyways, so sometimes I'm still having a hard time, which means I probably must have some healing left to do or whatever. I'm sure we all do, but I'm sure maybe we all don't, but I'm sure I do. But I always wonder if my, the things that's like I'm talking about in the school systems, all these little cracks I see, are they there, or is it from my own feeling ashamed at school? Which I shouldn't have. Kids shouldn't. They're babies, right? So there is something wrong as far as I'm concerned with our school systems. And there's a reason that I have a channel, and that there's that there are influencers out here. And the reason why there are influencers out here is because we've been being shamed and silenced from kindergarten, as far as I can see. And not to get all conspiracy theorists, because there's no conspiracy here. The reality is that they've used tactics that are outdated to scare our children into going to schools, which I think is traumatic for a child. My child, she has no square. She's seen, she's been through enough in her life, but being told that you're breaking the law by your guidance counselor without the parent being present, or without the parent being even informed first, is mortifying for an 11-year-old. Can you imagine being told that you're breaking the law because you were not at school because you were literally ill? Freaks me out that that's happening, right? That's not the only crack I see. I see so many. Just even the grading system and how we're comparing each child on a very standardized level, when we're not fucking standardized beings. We're very limitless, first of all, but we're all different. We have different gifts and we excel in different areas, and academia is not all of our, I'm not an academic person myself. I'm really good at downloading information, but I'm absolutely terrible at retaining it. For instance, if there's like a job position that I'm going for and they have a paper training, you can suck my A, okay? There's no shot that I'm going to make it. But I swear, if you show me how it's done physically in person, I will outdo you that same day. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to sound cocky, but the reality is this is just, but when you're only given this paper, the same way of learning, not to mention there's just so much in the fucking school systems. I guess this is what we're talking about today, guys. Okay, honey, I won't do that. If that makes you uncomfortable, is that awkward? I don't know. See, I want you to know I appreciate it. At the same time, I don't want to make people uncomfortable, but I love you. And you're driving right now? I'll timestamp your question, J-Dubs, and I will get to your question in 2 seconds. Okay, baby? So anyways, I don't know what I was saying about it, but the school systems are, they can be so lovely, right? I got the Ace of Cups, J-Dubs, already for your question. Okay, but I'm gonna stop shuffling now. I think school systems could be lovely because I do think there is. Yep, you can post a question, honey. And I'm just going to talk about the school system for one more second because I really felt like I needed to get it off my chest. I felt like just posting about it didn't work. But there is again, when we're comparing everyone to the same standard and we're all different human beings, I just think it's not beneficial to those. You can see where the elite end up, the people who did excel academically, where they end up. And then you can see by way of, addictions, terrible relationships, things like that, where the people who didn't add up to that particular standard end up really trying to find themselves and how they can be adequate in a world full of people who were way above them in school and got praised. And it's not okay. It's just not okay. They're babies. They're literally babies that we are teaching at a young age that they are inadequate if they don't excel in the same areas that other kids do, in the same standard areas, again, where we're teaching shit that doesn't have any fucking thing to do with anything. Who the fuck gives a shit about algebra? How about we learn about how to connect with other human beings, how to be trust, how to discern? There's things that we could really learn in school that algebra doesn't fucking teach us, okay? And I just felt like I wanted to get that off my chest. But we are going to start with J-Dubs here. My question is, whatever comes out, hopefully love. Okay. Well, J-Dubs, hopefully love, the Ace of Cups. Have fun, right? Okay, so let's get more on it though. That's weird. It's like a little pebble under there or something. Okay, so the Ace of Cups so far. Then the Seven of Cups. J-Dubs, I feel like that discern class that I just was talking about, J-Dubs, I don't want you to be paranoid. I don't think you necessarily have anybody bad in your vicinity. I feel like whoever you're dealing with, you don't know if you can trust them. I feel like there's a reason you don't know if you can trust them. Let me get more. The Ace of Cups. I'm getting this card that comes through in the Romance Angels a lot, and it's about you attract romantic love by loving yourself. So there's a strong need. And then you get the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Swords. I do feel like you're feeling a need to kind of hold back in a situation that could really be, maybe it's a Leo that you're dealing with. I always wonder about your love life, honey. Not always. I'm not a weirdo, but I'm curious when you ask questions. I'm like, I wonder I never ask you how it really looks, right? But I would love to do, a reading with you sometime. But we got the Sun card too. So it could be a Leo. I do feel like there's a need for you to be more vulnerable in a situation. However, I also feel like there's somebody that you feel like you can't trust. And I feel like that's for a reason. Let me clarify that a little further. The, Seven of Cups. See, because I can't decide here. I feel like it could be because they're sneaky. Okay. With Seven of Swords here. Or it could be because you don't trust people and you like to be alone, which makes sense for a Cancerian, or for me anyway. Seven of Wands. Holy shit. 777 could mean something for you. I do feel like some luck is coming in, okay? You got the Ace of Cups and then 777. What the fuck is that, J-Dubs? And the Sun card. And then right under that is your Chariot card. What do we got under here? Five of Wands. I feel like there might be somebody in your vicinity that you're supposed to be letting go of. You'll know this, or there's two options here. One person that you need to be vulnerable with and open up to if you're being kind of closed off with them. Might be just one person. Or the other scenario is that it's asking you to I'm trying to get the right message here. to not accept somebody who is being kind of shisty. And I don't think shiesty is shady. I think they're being shady. I think they're being like communicative or non-forthcoming or something like this, non-committal, something like this. Either that, or you need to be more, I feel like you could be thinking they're non-committal, but you haven't been vulnerable with them yet or shared your feelings with them. So there's a strong need in any situation. Again, I don't care if it turns out to be the one or not. I think there's a strong need in any situation to be able to communicate with somebody vulnerably and honor yourself by knowing that the way you feel isn't crazy or weird, by just expressing that. Okay, the way we feel isn't crazy or weird, but we have been taught that is crazy or weird, all of us. Okay, and just like I've been watching lately some things on, and I'm not trying to shade on anybody else's work, but just how to become more mysterious. And do teach me how to play mental fucking mind manipulation games with the rest of humanity. Please give me that lecture. I just think it's terrible, and the way we've been taught to communicate with each other with such a fucking question mark. It's like, no wonder we're all walking around feeling like lone fucking wolves. You can't tell who's being real or fake with you because everybody's been taught to be mysterious, okay? And that's what makes a human being cool, or no, it makes you a fucking weirdo who plays mind games. You're a fucking adult. Get your shit together. Whoa, G Dubs. That was crazy. But yeah, so I think that there's a strong need to be, I wasn't talking to you like that, by the way. And I wasn't talking to anybody, but really, people need to grow up and just be, not grow up. People need to stop taking everything they hear so seriously, okay? There's like literally, you can go watch right now a million videos on YouTube talking about how to become more mysterious. How about just become? Just be you. And that is how we find what is actually meant for us. When you become mysterious and sneaky and shit, you can probably get everybody that you want, or anybody, but you're not going to end up with the right person for you, okay? That's what I'm getting here, and I love you so much. And I'm so curious about your love life. But it did look like love. It just looks like there's either a need for you to be, again, more clear about your feelings, and I think that's always the answer, okay? And if you've already been clear about your feelings and somebody's being shady or not forthcoming, there's a strong need for you to stand in your convictions and know that you no longer accept breadcrumbs from people, okay? That's what I'm getting. Ooh, I got a little passionate, J-Dubs, and I do love you. Yes. Okay. I'm going to take all that. It felt weird, but okay. Will I be able to submit all my documents before or on January 5th, 2023? I need to submit this paper to get accepted. Oh, is this about the nursing stuff? Okay, so honey, you got a victory card here. Okay, so my new way of doing the yes and no questions is I got this from another tarot card reader. Let me shout her out. I love her so much. It's Soulful Revolution. I don't even know her real name. I'm such a terrible friend. Okay, she's not my friend. She doesn't know me. I love her. I'd love to be friends if you're here. Okay, but she doesn't know me, and I always want to be clear that because I do talk about things that not everybody believes in, that I want to be clear that we're not associated. But I'd love to be. She taught me, or she said, just make sure that you have an understanding with the deck of tarot cards. And her particular understanding is that all major arcanas and all aces are yeses, and everything else is a no. Okay, you got a yes and a no, but you got a yes tarot. The major arcana is the Tower card, and then the victory card. I do feel like you have a victory here. If you are unable to submit the paperwork because you are having a hard time filling it out, there is a strong need for you to get that help. There are people out here that will literally sit with you and fill that paperwork out for you. Because if you're feeling overwhelmed, okay, and it needs to be done or something like that. Otherwise, if you get yes, you absolutely can get it done and in by January 5th, 1,000,000%. But there is a strong need if you can't do it on your own to get that help, okay, so that this can get done and really communicate clearly. Again, I do feel like you're going to get what you want here. And I feel like it shouldn't be shocking to you, but I do feel like you're shocked by this for some reason. So that's what I'm getting for you, honey. Okay. But I do feel like there's a need for you to get that paperwork filled out that you need to submit. You will be able to submit it if you get it filled out, okay? Hello. I would like to know if I'll get job offer from Scalar within this year. Just a second. Okay, so I'm gonna do yes or no questions. All aces are yeses. All major arcanas are yeses. Everything else is a no. Doesn't matter what major arcana, it's a yes. Doesn't matter what ace, it's a yes. Anything else is a no. Okay, so would like to know if I'll get the job offer. It's a yes. Okay, the Hierophant. I love the card in particular for this position. It is about like, I feel like a really good position that you're going to be offered. I don't know what a scalar is, but I feel like it's a really powerful, prominent position, CEO or the top tier of something. Okay, yes, and maybe you're even getting a better position than you had originally anticipated. Okay, or you already knew you were going for a high position and you're getting it, but absolutely is the answer. Are we meant to be? Are we meant to be, says DeLeslo Music. So yes, is any ace and any major arcana, doesn't matter which. And no is every other card. And wow. Yes. Okay. Not only, it's like it's the cutest thing because they're coming out two at a time, right? And they're coming out with the yes from the major arcana and then like the answer that it's like true love, the fucking Knight of Cups. I do feel like you're meant to be. I feel like this is a romance of a lifetime. I don't know if somebody's healing from a heartbreak, but I feel like there's a need to heal from something from the past so that you're ready for this, if it is you. But yes, this is meant to be, or maybe you're in separation from them right now, but I do feel like it's meant to be. There's a strong need to do some healing, one of both of your parts. You can't make that person do the healing. So the way that we get our partner to heal so we can come into connection is by healing ourselves. It really helps their energy heal as well. Okay. But it does feel like true love. And the answer is yes. Okay. You're welcome, honey. And moving right along here. School. Oh, yes, fun. I'm so excited for you, honey. And yes, you can get that paperwork done. So you just there's community people. There are people that will help you with that. Okay. You just make sure that you reach out to the right people. And if you can do it by yourself, just get it done. And if you need help doing it, please don't miss out on an opportunity because you're feeling overwhelmed. Like I said about the school situation, there are some of us that just can't handle. I have a phobia of paperwork. So that's why I'm saying this. Maybe, I don't know if you do too. But so sometimes when I like literally the walls start closing in around me and shit like that. People think I'm, crazy or lazy, but it makes me ill to my stomach. Okay. So there is a strong need to make sure that you have somebody that can help you with that because you shouldn't miss out on what you're passionate about because you were unable, again, to function in the same way as other people. It doesn't mean you're less or above. It just means that you're not the same. If that's not for you, that's not for you. But there is a strong need for you to take steps to get the help you need if you need it. Okay. Where there is will. Yes, absolutely. I am. Yes. And again, honey, if you need help, please do get it. Please do not be afraid to ask for it. Again, community ed or community service somewhere, somebody in the community service, there are volunteers that will literally help with things like paperwork for those of us who do have mental. Well, it is mental. It is, overwhelmed, anxiety, things like that. There is a strong, people would love to just call it a mental illness, but we think and feel and, do things differently. So there is a strong need to get the help you need if you need it. And I keep saying it over and over again. Okay, so just when? Let me see. I will be back. Okay. J-Dubs, I'm doing yours for me when? Let me just look at your last question because I don't want to fuck this up. Okay. I'm just going to say when, J-Dubs. When. I don't know if you mean like when is love coming? Or when are you supposed to communicate? I'm just going to say when, and we'll see if we can get an answer here. Okay. It's a little vague. It is, but that's okay. I might not get it right. So that's just, I mean, my answer might be as vague as the question, and there's no pressure here. Okay. The 10 of Wands. That can be perceived a few ways. I feel like there's a need to set down some sort of weight here, J-Dubs, and I do feel like it's saying that you're at the end of whatever this kind of long, burdensome journey is. If you're anything like me, and I know all Cancerians are not, but I'm just saying if there's any part of you that's like me, I think there is a need to really just honor yourself and have faith in your path and have faith in your, what means something to you. It's valid. It's always valid. And it doesn't mean we don't lie to ourselves about things, like our shame doesn't make us lie to ourselves about things, but there is a strong need for you to know that the way, like who you are is valid. And I don't know. So the answer is when. I feel like you're at the end of a road here that you're going to need to set these wands down. There's a strong need for you to really kind of step into your power. And I don't know what the answer for when is. Like you're at the end, but you just need to make a decision here or an action that kind of proves that you're stepping into your power. Okay. Whatever that means for you. Oh, God darn. You're welcome, honey. Taylor, how does this person choose to see me? How does this person, ooh, this is tricky, choose to see you? Oh. Well, stressed out for sure. Hurting, worried. Mysterious. Afraid. I'm just getting a lot of fear here, baby. There's like, the Nine of Swords and the Moon card. It feels like a lot of, they see you as, maybe I'm getting like afraid to, I feel like the fucking card looks like you, by the way, the beautiful female on there. But wow, that is crazy, right? Can you see it? Yeah, it's like I'm just watching somebody who has no idea how big they are in this huge world. And it's like she feels so small, but she's so big. I can't explain what I'm saying there. Like, it's just, I feel like they don't think that you know who the fuck you are or like how powerful you are, something like that. Like you're afraid to shine, something like that is what I'm getting. Okay, honey? Afraid to step into your power. And again, sometimes we literally are afraid to step into our power because we know how powerful we are. But that's what I'm getting here is somebody that's seeing that you are I'm getting a fear of not being as powerful as you think you are, but you're more powerful than you think you are, something like this. The Emperor, the fucking two major arcanas out of 3 cards, the Emperor and the Moon card and the Nine of Swords. There's a strong need to follow your intuition, of course, but I see this person seeing you as afraid to step into your power fully. And I am going to say, I feel like whoever you're talking about here smells it from a mile away. It's like as soon as you don't need people to approve of you is really when people do, because people can smell that it's like literally a different energy that we exude when we know we've stepped into our power. We do things unapologetically. And so I feel like this person actually, whoever this is, I don't know if I want to say, I just feel like they will feel differently about you when you step into your power is what I'm going to say. Okay. I like they will have I feel like they already care about you, whoever you're talking about. Yeah, there's a respect already, but I feel like there's a honor. I feel like they would just be like admiring you when you step into your power. Okay, but I do see that they sense fear, or kind of not timid is kind of the energy. Okay, not having a clue how stunning you are. Something like that, and really needing to step into your power. We really step into our power by doing the things that we want to do in this lifetime. Again, always from love. I'm not talking about you feel like punching homeboy in the face and you just go punch him in the face. That's not stepping into our power. That's being a fucking asshole. But stepping into your power is doing the things your heart is calling you to. Your heart is never going to call you to do anything painful or hurtful to other people. It might not feel good to other people, right? People that are like living a lie that goes against what you're doing. But as long as you're going from love, and it's like you're afraid to step into the things you love because you're doubting yourself. You're afraid the world's too big for you. I feel like the world is tiny for you. Like, I feel like you're going to conquer the whole thing, and I feel like this person smells that on you or sees that on you. That's what I'm getting right now. I hope that makes sense, but I feel like you do have a big calling, baby. I've already told you that, I think, before. So there's a strong need to step into your power. Again, how we do that is by doing whatever we feel called to do without letting the fear of doing it alone, or I don't have anybody to go do it with, though. It's like, that's what the divine wants from you, is to be able to go do whatever the fuck you want, whenever the fuck you want to do it by yourself. Okay. And that's your power. That is, we are all just as worthy of being on this ground, walking on this earth. Right. And there's a need to know that. And I love you so much. I feel like the opportunities are going to be wild once you step into that power. Heal whatever's kind of got you, because I feel like you have that power. I'm not going to lie. At some point, but I feel like there's a strong need to get your power back. Call your power in with some meditations, but also just do what you want to do when you want to do it without trying not to hurt any. I'm like, don't buy into all that like politically correct bullshit that's going on in the world right now. Just creating a bunch of fear and chaos. And really do whatever it is you feel called. You're not a bad person. You got a good heart. So do whatever you want to do from the heart, and without apologizing for it. Okay. That's what I'm getting. Will I be successful? Let's find out. I mean, I already think yes is the answer, but we got the 7 of Swords. Ugh. It says no, but we're not gonna fucking believe that. Okay. There is a strong need though for you to do whatever you're doing in order to be successful. A little more authentically. I feel like you're guarded up right now, baby. I feel like you're kind of doing it like you're oh, thanks, Patricia. Oh, thank you, honey. So I feel like you're kind of sidestepping into, I feel like you're doing it from a safety. I can't get the message out, but there's a strong need. I feel like you're feeling very, I feel like you feel like you're all alone right now. Okay. I get that feeling, right? There is, when God's calling you to a big purpose here, I'm guessing you're talking about your music. I'm getting there's a strong need for you to like make love to your music. I know that sounds a little weird. There's a strong need for you to do it from your soul, not from that third dimensional space that you know this is what's popular right now. You know that's what's going on. I bet if I did that, they would like this. There's a strong need for you to get into your music and fucking pour your soul out. I'm like going to cry right now, and put your soul into it. Literally put your soul on the stage, so that you can bring that success in. So I get not the way you're doing it right now, but there is absolutely success ahead if you can really do it from your authentic truth, okay? Which is going to get you, before you get any praise for being your authentic self, you're going to get about 9 million fucking haters that ridicule you for being that way, especially if you do have a very different, unique way of doing something. And maybe that's why, a lot of us that are unique, we have, we've been taught all of our lives that we don't fit a mold that we're supposed to fit. So there's a strong need for you to know that God actually made you, however, whatever that is, even if you are mainstream. So I'm not trying to put you on blast here. Whatever it is, you're supposed to be doing it from an authentic space. So let me just give you some clarifying information on this. If you are mainstream and you're trying to be very unique right now because that's what you think is going to sell, there's a strong need for you to just be authentic. Whoever you are, that is where your spotlight comes in. And let me tell you why. It literally, your creation energy, your sacral chakra is how we attract everything. Money, lovers, success, all of it is attracted by our sacral chakra energy. And we can only attract all of that with our authentic creation, okay? So there's a strong need for you to jump in soul first. I'm getting, all your goods and bads from life, bring it into your music, okay? Interesting. I get so passionate. So I feel like there's a lot of success for you. It said no, but only because of the way that you're doing it. I feel like you're trying to do it from a safety zone that you're supposed to be stepping out of, okay? A comfort zone is what I'm trying to say. J-Dubs, did you hear your, good morning, girl in California. Did you hear your response, J-Dubs? What are holding me back? I feel like I maybe just said what's holding you back, honey. Strong need to be authentic, but let's ask the tarot what is holding DeLeslo back. I know I'm fucking that up, okay? Time. Divine time. Yeah, there's a strong, the divine is like kind of headlocking you into being more authentic, okay? It's not comfortable. And they'll just keep fucking headlocking your ass until you are so like exhausted. All you can do is be you, like the real you. You're just so fucking tired of trying to impress anybody or do it. It's like, oh, fuck it, here I am. And that's when you're going to shine. Okay. Divine time is at play here. And you're learning a lot about yourself and how, being the real you is the baddest motherfucker that, that can be. Okay. stepping into your power and letting motherfucking, not in a nasty way. People always think stepping into their power or unapologetic means just being a fucking tyrant and dick fuck. And it doesn't. It means literally not being sorry for being who you are and having the experiences that you have and thinking the way that you think and saying it the way that you say it. Unapologetic. Okay. I love you. You're welcome, baby. Is a certain Libra coming into my love life? Girl in California, I think you were not here when I said this, but I've stolen one of the greatest tarot card readers of all time's method for yes and no questions. And her name is, I don't know what her name is, to be honest with you, but it's Soulful Revolution. And I will link that in the description box below since I'm stealing her stuff, okay? But she says all aces are a yes and all major arcanas are a yes, no matter which major arcana, no matter which ace. And all other cards are a no, okay? Is a certain Libra coming into Girl in California's life? I do have PayPal, and thank you so much, Patricia, for that. So we got the Knight of Swords, which is not a major arcana. There's something with divine time here at play as well. I just feel like they're slowing you down. I don't feel like they're coming in, baby. I don't want to be, it says no, and then you get, it's like I'm watching like the slowest and the fastest card, right? I feel like they're putting your brakes on for some reason. Usually, yeah, because we're about to accept something. Possibly this Libra isn't good enough for you. Not saying, and I don't know them, but we're about to accept something that isn't good enough for us, and we still have a little more time. A little more investing into our own worth that we have yet to do. Something like that, okay, is what I'm getting here. Yeah, I feel like you're feeling, I don't know. I don't know that they're a great option for you. Let me know how that resonates for you. But the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles, divine time, okay? But also I'm getting just this, whoa, you overlooked that snake hanging out of his pants. Oh my God, you guys. That is not what the fuck I meant to say. Okay. Oh, I gotta go. Oh, that's crazy. The snake in the cup, okay? Not in the pants. That's crazy as hell. I'm sorry about that. That's fucking weird and crazy. Woo! Yes, okay. You're welcome. Okay, guys. I am so sorry about that ending, and I love you so much. And don't, okay, because I said that on accident, Girl in California, don't let the snake out of the pants, okay? So that's what I'm getting is like there's a strong need to slow down, and I'm getting, I don't want to say he's being deceitful, okay? But I do feel like overly charming, okay? I do feel like there's something to be said about this person, but I love you, and I know you got this, so you're a smart, very wise person. But it is saying that you just slow down and kind of really pay attention to any red flags that's what I'm getting. Pay attention to the red flags is like the energy that's coming through. So sometimes we are in such a hurry, very excited about something that we just literally run right past all the red flags, head down, boom, right through the fucking field of red flags. And so I don't know what that might mean for you, but I love you. And it is saying like, slow down, pay attention to the red flags. And then, maybe it could be, but I don't think so. I feel like you're going to be running for the hills when you strongly observe, but maybe, I don't know what that is. Okay. I love you. On that note, you guys, thank you so much for everything. Thank you for all the tips. I really appreciate you so much. And thank you for kicking it with me, letting me vent a little bit about the public school systems. That really is something that I'm strongly passionate about at this time, obviously due to having children in the public school system. But I also feel like because about 90% of my personal readings, or 90% of the people that I deal with here on YouTube have had a, kind of an underlying shame that they're not even sure of where it came from or why it's there. Some people have had traumatic lives, but a lot of us don't even realize we're being like kind of shunned and shamed all day long at school during our entire childhood. Aside from the fact, and let me just add this on, what in the fuck are we literally taking our entire child's childhood away from them from 5 to fucking until they're adults? It's weird to me. Something isn't right. There should be a strong, need for them to be children and children alone, not little tiny mimicking adults that are shamed for acting like children, which is all they really should have the responsibility of being at this time. So guys, I love you. And I really hope you guys have a happy Thanksgiving, and thank you so much. And I'm always here if you need me. And thank you again for everything that you guys do. I will see you very soon. Mwah.